So Warcraft Rumble just released some information about its Season 7 content that is coming to the game. So let's go ahead and break it down and see what they have. And thank you to Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring this video. Let's get into the news. So Season 7 has some new content. There's going to be new minis coming to the game, which is a whole new mini family based around the Cenarians. There's going to be a new zone, as well as a new event and a new emote that you can see here on the screen. This family also comes with 2 new leaders. We'll talk about those in just a moment. These are going to be the first leaders of that family. The first one is Cenarius. They say he's going to excel at sustain, control, duality, and defense is their explanation. His ability is going to give other minis within that family 20% extra health. He's also going to be able to root nearby enemies and passively heal allies. So let's talk about his 3 different talents. He has Force of Nature. Summon a treant when a rooted enemy dies. There's Revitalize, which allies enter Tranquility, triggering an additional heal pulse. Then there's Wild Growth, which is on deploy, root all enemies for 5 seconds. So you can kind of see the obvious synergies there between those abilities. So the next leader is Anu. It's a tanky leader that allows you to be able to deploy your minis around where he is located. So sort of like a mobile summoning portal that allow you to push. He also blocks enemy unbound deploys near him, so you're not going to be able to drop your safe pilot directly on top of him, for instance. He also has 3 talents. He has Bark Skin, which Safe Arbor also grants armor for 8 seconds. There's Petrify, which Safe Arbor persists for 8 seconds after his death. And then there is From the Trees. The minis deployed within Safe Arbor deal double damage on their first attack. He seems like probably my favorite one. The other one's going to be kind of a tanky push type of person. I like Tyrion, so I kind of like those Tyrion, you know, those healing tanky type of builds, but Anu seems like he might be kind of busted. There's new troops coming to the game as well, so let's get started. So there's 3 new Cenarian troops added to the game in Season 7. They mentioned they're kind of a defensive and flexible playstyle. So the first one is the Ancient of War, which is, as they describe it here, a flexible cost bruiser-style mini that uses all your current gold when deployed, but gains size and power based upon the amount of gold spent. So you can drop him for cheap, or you can drop him for expensive. He'll consume all your gold and be stronger depending upon how much you actually spent. And the talent options make sense in relation to this. So Sapling, if you play him for 4 or less, he gains 50% movement speed. But Behemoth, if it's 6 or more, he gains siege damage, okay? So Lightning Rod redirects enemy unbound deploys to current location, which seems kind of crazy to me. Then we have Bog Beast. He's a straightforward tank, as they say. The talents can both increase his survivability and introduce some fun synergy. So let's go through his talents here. There's Flourish, which the heals received are 30% more effective. Then we have Living Wood, which gain armor until 50% health. Then you have Rampant Growth, which on death root nearby enemies. So you can see the synergy with the previous leader, for instance. Seems like he would fit with a tanky style team. Kind of cool they're actually adding the Moonkin into the game as well. It's a bulky range spellcaster is the way they describe this. Alternates between casting single targets, damage spell, and an AoE spell. Now the talent options are as follows. Vengeance. Taking damage increases casting speed by 50% for 5 seconds. Moonglow. After deploying, your next spell gains 2 levels, so a little bit of burst there. And Typhoon. On deploy, knock back nearby enemies. Here is sort of a cheat sheet of all of the stats of the characters. If you are interested, you could just pause this portion of the video, for instance, and take a look. Just want to mention Anu as well as Bog Beast seem hilariously tanky. So does Ancient of War, but you can see how big it scales depending upon how much gold you're spending. Okay, so when's this all come out? Comes out July 10th is going to be the start of Season 7, and there's going to be a 3-week festival to help the players acquire and power up their Cenarians. And you can see the time of that festival starts at 11 a.m. Pacific on July 10th. You're going to need 4 of these sigils in order to be able to participate. It's going to offer stacking quests throughout the 3 consecutive weeks, and it's going to give you rewards in which you can redeem related to this family. It mentions that most of this event will be solo player focused, akin to current in-game events, so some of the quests will be more challenging than others. And they describe it as players will be able to navigate a huge branching tree of rewards. So they're going to try to help you out, get going with these characters. There's also going to be a new campaign zone, which comes with 5 new maps and bosses will be coming with this. The normal will unlock at 74 sigils, while the heroic is going to lock upon completion of it, but it's recommended for level 26 to 27. The Cenarians are going to integrate into existing mechanics, meaning you'll be able to earn these within the war chest as well as heroic campaign missions will have the ability of giving you rewards for this. You'll be required to complete heroic campaign missions with any 5 families. The tracker will indicate which of the families have already completed the mission, as well as the rewards earned for doing so. All this will be coming to the game on July 10th at 11 a.m. Pacific. The event will be kicking off, so I will give it a try, and the next video will be me giving this new event a try. So that's about it for the announcement today. Hope you guys enjoy the event, and have a wonderful day.